Can you imagine the Lord of the Rings movies without the music? Hmm. Ugh, boring. Now that's what I'm talking about. So the score for the Lord of the Rings trilogy is composed, conducted and produced by Howard Shore, who at that time was an unusual choice to do an epic adventure fantasy film like The Lord of the Rings. Because until then he mostly composed smaller crime or drama films like Philadelphia, Silence of the Lambs, Seven, Ed Wood and many more. And while the music for those films was great, Howard Shore at that time didn't have the reputation like the say Alan Silvestri, James Horner or John Williams. So Peter Jackson took a risk by hiring Howard Shore. But that was really the point of The Lord of the Rings, because everything from the whole production, actors, special effects team, composer, and even the largely unknown director at that time, everything was a big risk to make such a huge epic fantasy film. But boy did it pay off. So Howard Shore composed over 10 hours of music for The Lord of the Rings, so that really tells you the dedication he had for this film. If you watched the film or read the book, you know that the story has a lot of characters from different worlds. And Howard Shore created a theme for each character and for every world. And while in today's film industry we consider it a success when a movie has one recognizable theme, The Lord of the Rings has nearly 100 themes for different worlds and characters. And I will say that if you play 20 themes from this film to an average movie fan, he or she would most certainly know that the themes are from The Lord of the Rings. So that really tells you how strong and special those themes are. One other thing is that the theme for the Shire and the Hobbits has like 100 different variations that represent different emotional states our main characters are in, and what's the best part of it, you can actually listen to those variations because one YouTuber put a lot of effort in combining all those variations and putting it in one video, which is really awesome, and I encourage you to go and listen to it, so I'll put the link for it down below in the description. The video lasts like 12 minutes, but you won't be sorry because it's wonderful, and certainly I will spend 12 minutes, trust me on that. Now one man has to also be praised in this soundtrack review, and that is Peter Jackson, because it's one thing to compose a great score, and Howard Shore certainly did that. But the use of the music in the actual film is a whole other category, and that many filmmakers fail. But he understood the movie he was making and knew that the music needed to be a large and very important part of it. So we have a lot of moments in the films where the music really takes over. And that combined with the beautiful landscape from New Zealand where the movie was filmed, it worked out more than perfect. But my personal best scene happens at the end of The Return of the King, where everybody bows down to the hobbits and then the beautiful string variation of the Hobbits theme kicks in and hits you right in the heart. I mean, if you didn't drop a tear at that moment, then it is very possible that something's really wrong with you. So to sum it all up, the score for The Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece of music and one of the best scores in film history that will be remembered forever. So my grade for it will be a perfect one, and I'm gonna give it a deserved 100 out of 100. Thanks so much for watching, and if you love movie soundtracks and movies in general, feel free to subscribe because this is the channel for you. Share the video, comment and click the thumbs up button. It will really be very much appreciated. Thank you once again, and I'll see you next time.